Hello and welcome to today's episode of TYREE Has the Audacity. Thank you for tuning in to see what I have to say. Guys, it has been a very long time, but I'm happy to say that I am back off of my hiatus. And you know, guys, it has been a very long break, but I'm happy to be back. But the topic I have today is a reflection of what has been going on in my personal life. And that topic is, can I have some me time? How many of you are out there listening and people are always calling your name when they want you to do something? It seems like they can never go to anybody else in this world, but they want to go to you. People always say, Tyree, do this for me. Tyree, do that for me. Tyree, do this for me. Oh no, go back and do it this way. I wanted to look like this. I wanted to sound like this. Well, why don't you do it yourself? Can I have some me time, please? Can I do something for me? But see, it took me a while to realize that it's not their fault that they're asking me this. See, it's simply the fact that we don't communicate to people that we're tired. We don't communicate to people that you are taking away the time I need to do what I personally want to do. We have to learn how to communicate that. We have to work on our time management. And that is exactly what today's episode is going to be about. Can I have some me time? You see, I take care of all of my responsibilities. I do everything that everyone asks me to do, but I'm running on fumes. I don't have that much energy because I'm solely exerting it to what everybody wants me to do. The thing is, I have to learn that I need to go back, I need to sit down, and I need to reevaluate my life. I need to reevaluate the things I'm doing for myself and see if it equals the same things that I'm doing for other people. Matter of fact, let me flip it. I need to reevaluate my life and make sure the same amount of energy that I'm giving to other people is the same amount of energy that I'm giving to myself. We need to get back to that. We need to get back to me taking out special time out of my day. Me taking an hour, me taking 2 hours, maybe just 30 minutes of my life and dedicating it to me. Every day I go to school. I'm making good grades. I'm fulfilling my duties as class president. I'm a peer leader, making sure that everybody's going to college, making sure that everybody is college and career ready. I'm going to the left. I'm going to the right. I'm moving forward. I'm running backwards. I'm doing everything at one time. I tell everyone my mind moves a mile a minute. I'm not lying when I tell you that because it's the truth. But when do I take time for myself? And I need to take time for myself. And it took a wise lady, her name is Miss Tara Jones. It took her to get me to realize if you want something done for yourself, if you're passionate about doing this podcast, if you're passionate about doing this, even my mom said it, if you're passionate about doing this musical, doing this play for your school, you have to make sure that you're taking the time out to do it because you want to do it and not because somebody else wants you to do it. You need to learn how to make time for the things that you want. People, listen, you have to make sure that you make time. Now, I understand that you don't always have time, but you have to make time for the things that you want. The first thing you need to do in order to do that is, for one, identify what it is you want to do that you have so long to do. What is it? Is it that you want to write a book? Is it that you want to make music? Is it that you want to produce a play? Is it that you want to produce a musical or produce a song or get into furniture or publishing or whatever it is you want to do? Are you making time for it? And most importantly, are you working towards your goal? Now, I understand that you have responsibilities that you need to fulfill. You have bills that you got to pay. I know all of you guys are adults, and if you're not adults, you're teenagers. And if you're not teenagers, you're preteens. And if you're one of the people out there who have to pay bills, trust me, I understand how that goes. You work to pay bills. I get it. But at what time do you get tired of waking up and living the same day over and over and over again? You're waking up, you're taking your shower, You're brushing your teeth. You're washing your face. You're putting your clothes on. You go to work or you go to school. You come home, you go to sleep, and you do the same thing all over again. When do you take the time to do what makes you happy? The second thing you need to do is fill out a schedule. Now, we all have smartphones. And if you don't have a smartphone, I'm sure you have a computer. If you don't have a computer, I know you have a laptop. You have some form of an electronic device. And if you don't, go buy a calendar or a planner. Use that to your advantage. Now, growing up, when I was in middle school, they always said, make sure you have your planner. Take your planner out. Put in your homework. Do what you got to do. And that way, when you go home, you won't forget. Or even if you did forget, you wrote it down and you'll be able to remember it and attack the responsibilities that you have at hand. But here's the thing. I hated it. I hated having a planner. But it didn't stick with me until now. I didn't realize until now how important it is to have a daily schedule, a weekly schedule of the things that you need to do that day. It's very important. So I want to challenge you. Take all of the events that you have to go to, all of the assignments that you have to do for school or work, and put them in a planner or put them in a calendar. Put in the time slots. Be like, okay, from 1 to 3, I'm going to do this paper. From 4 to 5, I'm going to do this activity. From 6 to 6:30, I'm going to run to the store and come back. That's what you have to do. And then with the holes in your schedule, you fit in the things that you want to do. Is it that you want to do yoga? You see, I like stretching. Now, I do a lot in my day, and then I go to school. After school, I go to rehearsal for Dream Girls. After Dream Girls, I come home maybe around 6:30, 7 o'clock at night. I'm ready to shower. I'm ready to get in the bed and go to sleep. But what about the days where I don't have rehearsal? What about the days I don't have school? You say you don't have time, but just like I said, make time. When you have idle time, put in something that you want to do. Something that you always say, you know what? I never have the time to do this, but I'm going to do it right now. For the people who say, you know what? I love clothes, but I don't have anything in my closet. Take 30 minutes out of a day where you have nothing else to do and go shopping. Go shop and say, ooh, I like this. Or if you don't got the money to shop, go window shopping. It's the most therapeutic thing you could do. And then you can save for what you make. For what you want. Make time for the things that you want. Make time for the things that interest you. Make time for your family if that is what you want. You say, oh, I don't have time to spend time with my children. I don't have time to make the connection with my daughter. I don't have time to make the connection with my son. He goes to school, and then after school, he goes to practice for a sport. Or I can't make time for my daughter after school. She's going to ballet practice, or she's going to basketball practice, or she's going to softball practice. In my day, when I go to work, I come home, I take care of a family member. How about you stop, pause, stop talking, and just think, when am I sitting and not doing anything? And then for most people, relaxation is the one thing they desire the most. The third thing I want you to do is, with the time you have left, fill it in with relaxation and meditation. So you go to work from 9 to 5. Let's say you're an adult and you're in class. You go to class from 6 to 7. You do your homework assignments from 7:30 to 8:30. Take 30 minutes, not even 30, 15. And just sit and reflect on your day and be open to what you have gone through. Be open to what can come out of that. Be open to the new responsibilities that you may have to get the next day. Be open to being fulfilled. Be open to wanting to learn new things. Be open to gaining criticism. Be open to change. You have to meditate on how your day was and how your next day can be. And then once you meditate at night, meditate in the morning. Matter of fact, I want to give you another challenge. I challenge you to wake up in the morning and do what you got to do and leave your phone on your bed and don't open it for 15 minutes. I challenge you to stay off of your phone for the first 15 minutes of your day. You will be surprised at how many people cannot do that. The first thing a person will do when they wake up, they'll be like, oh, okay, alarm, I turned it off. That don't count. You ain't opened your phone. But they'll go through all of their text messages. They'll go through all of their emails. They'll go through all of their notifications. If you're on Facebook, you're looking to see who commented on your picture. If you put up a video on YouTube, you're looking to see who commented under your video. If you put a post on Twitter, you're seeing how many retweets and how many likes you got. If you put something on Instagram, you're trying to see how many people are in love with your picture. But I challenge you to leave your phone alone for the first 15 minutes of waking up and see how it makes you feel. And after you go 15 minutes without picking up your phone, see how long it takes you to remember, hey, I haven't even picked up my phone. It changes you. It changes the mentality that you have. Because here's the thing about cell phones. Here's the thing about television. You have a very small attention span. It's not your fault. That's the way society has conditioned us to be. We have a very small attention span. When you look at a commercial is maybe on television, maybe 15 seconds at the most. Now, your brain is trained to, okay, every 15 seconds, there should be something different. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And by that time, you should already be talking about something else. You should already be looking at something else. You should already be hearing something else. Retrain your brain. Me time. What is me time? You keep hearing me say this, me time. Tyree, you keep saying, can I get some me time? What is me time? Me time is reclaiming the time you once lost because you had to devote your time to somebody else. That's what me time is. Me time is you taking maybe 2 seconds out of your day to say, you know what? Let me meditate. Let me get some time to myself. Matter of fact, me time can be you strengthening your connection with your spiritual life. Me time allows you to get reconnected with your mind, your body, and your spirit. When you continue to run and devote your time to this person and that person, to your job and to your relationship. Oh, your relationship. Matter of fact, let's talk about that. Is it okay to tell your partner, your husband, your wife, or the person you're in a relationship with to say, hey, can I get some me time? Now, I've never been married, but I have been in a relationship before. So I know a little bit. Now, I don't have a problem with telling the person I'm in a relationship with, can I have some me time? And I don't think it's anything wrong with the husband telling his wife, I've had a lot going through my mind right now, and I just need some me time. I don't think it's anything wrong with the wife telling her husband, listen, it's a lot on my plate dealing with my family and my job, and right now, I just need some me time. Now, it's another thing to say, leave me alone. But it's another thing to say, can I have some me time? Just allow me some time to get reconnected with myself. I give you everything that you need in a relationship. I give you the love that you require. I give you the compassion that you need. I give you the physical desire that you want. But right now, I just need some me time. Let me get connected with myself. Let me tap back into my soul. Let me tap back into my spirit. Let me talk to my God so I can know that I am still spiritually healed from where I used to be. And what a lot of people don't understand is when you don't take the me time that you need to be healthy, you revert back to your old ways. For example, you could possibly have been brought out of alcoholism. But by you giving your time to everybody else in your life, meaning your husband or your wife, your son or your daughter, possibly both, your co-worker, your boss, your supervisor, the customers at your job, the parents you have to deal with in the school system, the disrespectful students that you encounter every day, the people who want to be disrespectful to you on the street, the person who didn't give you all the change that you needed from the store but then got an attitude when you said you're missing $1. When you give all of your energy to these people who aren't feeding back into you, you revert back to your old habits because you can't fill the void that you need. And that void is you giving time to yourself. I hope nobody ever come to me and say, Tyree, you give yourself too much time. Because then I'm going to say, well, you're asking too much of mine. How about you how about you do things yourself? How about you give some me time to you? Take me time for yourself. Don't ever let anybody make you feel bad because you want to take me time out for yourself. Be like, I'm sorry, but I'm more important than what you are asking for right now. I'm sorry, but my mental health is more important than what you are asking of me right now. I'm sorry, but if you don't allow me to get the me time that I need, my sanity will turn into insanity and it's going to be brought out on you. If you don't allow me to get this me time I have, you're the one going to be mad, upset, and confused. Because one thing I refuse to do over here on TYREE Has the Audacity is make somebody feel that they are more important than I am in my life. I'll tell somebody quick, you better go find a hobby. You better go find somebody else to do what you want them to do, because right now I am not going to do it. And I'm sorry if that hurts your feelings, but just like I said, I am more important to me right now. And it's okay to let people know that. And it doesn't matter if it's your friend. It doesn't matter if it's your boyfriend or girlfriend. It doesn't matter if it's your husband or wife. It doesn't matter if it's your child. And your child is grown. And your child comes back and say, oh, I need this or no, I need that. I'm sorry, but right now, I need some me time. And I will deal with you and your situation. No matter who you may be, I will deal with you and your situation later. Now, people may have conflicting beliefs to that, but over here on TYREE Has the Audacity, my sanity is more important than the wants of somebody else. That's just the way it has to be. Now, with all of that being said, because a lot was said, make sure that you make the time for the things that you want. You have to hold yourself up to a higher standard. You have to make sure that you and your wants and your needs and your desires and your spirit and your soul and your sanity is more important. You have to hold yourself to a higher standard. You have to make you important in your life. I get it, everybody around you feel as though they are important, and I'm sure you make them important in your life. But you have to understand that you are important as well. And because of that, get some me time. Plan your schedule. Fill in the holes with the things you want to do, and make sure you get that relaxation that your spirit needs. 15 minutes at night and 15 minutes in the morning. And I promise you, the more you allow time for yourself, you will begin to see how each day becomes a little easier and it becomes a little better, because you are gearing your focus back to where it needs to be, and that is to you. Thank you all for tuning into today's episode of the TYREE Has the Audacity podcast. I love you, and I pray that you learn to love yourself just a little bit more. than you did yesterday. Be blessed, and I'll see you guys next time. Also, if you would like your letter to be featured on the Hope Letter segment, make sure you send that to THTAudacity@gmail.com. And make sure you follow us on Facebook and Instagram at THTAudacity. Oh, I almost forgot one more thing. I love hearing back from my viewers, and feedback is an amazing thing. If you would like your topics to be discussed over here on the TYREE Has the Audacity podcast, let me know. And if you would like to be a guest on the TYREE Has the Audacity podcast, let me know that too. All right now, run along and stay out of trouble.